sorry, Elena, but your sister got the scholarship." 18-year-old Elena Carter could not believe what she was hearing. She sat quietly in the principal's office while her hands shook. Outside the window, students were laughing and celebrating graduation day. But Elena felt like her whole world was breaking apart. "That can't be true," she said softly. "I was the one who applied, Principal." Harris looked uncomfortable before speaking again. "Your sister submitted the final documents first. The scholarship board believed she was the official student." Elena slowly turned toward her twin sister, Sophia, who stood near the door with a calm expression on her face. In that moment, Elena understood the painful truth. Sophia had stolen the future that belonged to her. Elena and Sophia were twins, but they were completely different. Sophia was beautiful, confident, and popular. Everyone loved her. Teachers smiled at her, friends wanted to be around her, and their parents always defended her even when she made mistakes. Elena, however, was quieter and more serious. She spent nights studying while Sophia went to parties. Elena worked hard in school and helped around the house, but no matter how much effort she gave, she always felt invisible. "You should try to be more like your sister," their mother often said. Those words hurt Elena every single time she heard them. The scholarship was Elena's biggest dream. It was her chance to leave town and study at a great university. She had worked for it for years. She wrote every essay herself, attended extra classes, and volunteered on weekends while Sophia barely cared about school. Elena sacrificed everything for that opportunity. So hearing that Sophia had received the scholarship felt impossible. "How could you do this?" Elena asked quietly. Sophia crossed her arms and shrugged. "Maybe they just liked me better." Elena felt anger rising inside her. "You used my work," she said. Sophia rolled her eyes. "You're acting dramatic." Principal Harris cleared his throat nervously and said, "The decision has already been made." Elena felt tears burning in her eyes as she walked out of the office. As she passed Sophia, her sister leaned closer and whispered, "You were never meant for that life anyway." That night, Elena stayed alone in her bedroom while relatives celebrated downstairs. Everyone congratulated Sophia as if she had truly earned the scholarship honestly. Around midnight, Elena heard a knock on her door. It was her father. He walked inside quietly and handed her a small box. "I know this feels unfair," he said softly. Elena looked at him with pain in her eyes. "Then why didn't anyone stop her?" Her father stayed silent for a moment before sighing heavily. Sophia always needed more attention. Elena felt her heart break even more. "And what about me?" she whispered. "Did anyone care about what I needed?" Her father lowered his head but said nothing. That silence hurt Elena deeply. After he left, she opened the box and found her grandmother's silver necklace shaped like a star. Beneath it was a small note that read, "For the granddaughter who truly deserves her future." Elena cried the moment she read those words. 3 weeks later, Sophia left for university using the scholarship meant for Elena. Everyone praised Sophia's success. Photos filled social media with comments saying things like, "We're so proud of you," and "You're going to do amazing things." Meanwhile, Elena stayed behind and started working at a small diner in town. Every day she served coffee and food while trying not to think about the future she had lost. But the hardest part was not losing the scholarship. The hardest part was watching everyone believe Sophia deserved it. Months passed before something unexpected finally happened. One rainy evening, Elena was cleaning tables at the diner when she heard Sophia's name on the television. "University student Sophia Carter is under investigation for academic fraud," the reporter announced. Elena froze immediately. Everyone inside the diner turned toward the screen. The reporter continued, "University officials believe scholarship documents may have been falsified." Elena's heart started beating faster. Sophia's perfect image was finally falling apart. The next morning, Sophia returned home looking tired and afraid. Her makeup was messy and her eyes were red from crying. Their mother rushed to hug her immediately. "This must be a misunderstanding," she insisted. Sophia cried loudly. "Someone is trying to ruin my life." Elena stood quietly near the stairs until Sophia suddenly looked directly at her. "You told them, didn't you?" she shouted angrily. Elena looked shocked. "I didn't say anything." "You've always been jealous of me," Sophia yelled. Their mother quickly stepped between them. Sophia calmed down, but Sophia was furious. "She wanted me to fail," she screamed. Elena finally could not stay silent anymore. "You stole my scholarship," she said quietly. The room became completely silent. Sophia looked angry instead of ashamed. "So what?" she replied coldly. Their mother stared at Sophia in shock while Elena stepped forward slowly. "You took my essays. You used my work. You pretended to be me during the interviews because we look alike." Sophia crossed her arms. "I deserved it more." "You didn't even care about that career," Elena cried. Sophia suddenly screamed, "I wanted the life that came with it." Those words shocked everyone in the room. Even their mother looked speechless. Sophia wiped her tears angrily. "I was tired of being second best." Elena laughed bitterly. "Second best? Mom and Dad treated you like you were perfect your whole life." Sophia suddenly ran upstairs and slammed her bedroom door so hard the walls shook. The house became painfully quiet afterward. Later that evening, Elena sat outside on the porch with her father. After a long silence, he finally spoke. "We failed both of you." Elena looked down quietly as he continued. "Your sister needed discipline, and you needed support." Tears filled Elena's eyes. "I spent my whole life waiting for someone to choose me," she whispered. Her father looked full of regret. "I know," he replied softly. A few days later, Elena received a phone call from the university. After investigating the situation, the scholarship board discovered the truth. Sophia had used Elena's work and pretended to be her during online interviews. Then the woman on the phone said something Elena never expected. "We would like to offer the scholarship back to you." Elena almost stopped breathing. "You still qualify for admission," the woman explained kindly, "and the board believes you deserve this opportunity." Tears immediately filled Elena's eyes. For months, she believed her dream was gone forever. Now she finally had another chance. The night before Elena left for university, Sophia came quietly to her room. "You think you won?" Sophia asked coldly. Elena calmly packed her clothes into a suitcase and replied, "This was never a competition." Sophia laughed bitterly. "Everyone hates me now." Elena looked at her sister sadly. "They finally know the truth." For a moment, Sophia looked like she wanted to say something honest, but her pride stopped her. "You were always jealous because people loved me more," she whispered. Elena looked directly into her sister's eyes and said quietly, "You know the saddest part? I used to wish I could be you, but now I'm grateful I'm not." Sophia had no answer. University changed Elena's life completely. For the first time, people saw her for who she truly was. She made good friends, and her professors respected her hard work. She finally felt valued and appreciated. Years later, Elena became a successful child psychologist. She spent her life helping children who felt invisible or unloved inside their own families because she understood that pain very well. Sophia's life, however, became difficult. She struggled to keep jobs and relationships because people no longer trusted her. One winter afternoon, many years later, Elena received a message from Sophia asking if they could meet. They met at a small cafe downtown. Sophia looked older, tired, and broken. For a long moment, neither sister spoke. Then Sophia finally whispered, "I ruined my own life." Elena stayed quiet. "And I ruined yours too," Sophia added. For the first time in her life, Sophia sounded truly sorry. "I hated you growing up," she admitted. "You were smarter and kinder than me." Elena looked surprised. "I thought everyone loved you more," she said softly. Sophia sadly shook her head. "They loved the fake version of me." Tears filled Sophia's eyes before she finally whispered the words Elena had waited years to hear. "I'm sorry." Elena looked at her sister quietly. Sophia may have stolen opportunities, attention, and dreams, but she could never steal the person Elena truly was. And in the end, Elena realized that mattered more than anything else. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more emotional and heartbreaking stories. Sometimes the people closest to us hurt us the most, but they can never steal who we truly are. What would you do if your own sister stole the life meant for you? Let me know in the comments.